everyone for coming out this afternoon for our board meeting. And I would like to call the meeting to order. I need a motion to amend to accept, adopt the agenda.
Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to amend the agenda for executive session and add an item for the consideration of a potential recreation opportunity.
Thank you. The agenda will be amended to include consideration.
You had to vote. Got to vote.
I'm sorry. Oh, just a minute, Miss Rich just came in. Okay, proceed with the vote, please.
Commissioner Anderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine?
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey?
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley? Commissioner Singleton?
Now we still need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Commissioner Anderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine?
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey?
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley? Commissioner Singleton?
The agenda has been approved. Now I need a motion to request the board to approve the minutes from the February 27th, 2023 regular board meeting.
Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from February 27, 2023, the regular board meeting.
Commissioner Anderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine?
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey?
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley? Commissioner Singleton?
Madam Chair, this is Commissioner Singleton. It's very difficult for me to hear. Is everyone using the microphone?
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Gotcha. You can't hear me?
Nope.
All righty. I do say yes to approving the minutes.
Motion approved.
She said yes.
Yes, we did hear that. Commissioner Singleton, thank you.
Okay. The minutes from the last board meeting have been approved. Next, we'll have public input.
We have 3 individuals to speak for public input. When your name is called, please come to the podium. You will be given 2 minutes to speak, and there will be a timer to notify you that your time has ended. First name is Mr. Fegan Durant.
Good evening, everyone. When I first came here a couple months ago, I was strictly about infrastructure. I spoke to Ms. Williams this afternoon. Great, we had some improvements, but I think there are more improvements that we can make.
Excuse me, Mr. Durant, when you please speak into the
Okay.
microphone, thank
I looked
you.
at the budget as you proposed last time,
Yes,
Ms. Lindsay, $15 million. Some spots in that budget. We contract a lot of services out. But what the price of we're contracting stuff out, we can bring in-house and probably have somebody paying for that price to get the services done. One of the things I want to talk about Cochran Road, the basketball court, you have spots all over the court. The lighting is not that good. That needs to get done. Number 2, same thing I said before about the infrastructure with regards to the water runoff on the land. Something needs to be addressed with that. Number 3, the park where the senior citizens walk around. Can we get that park resurfaced with cement payments? It's going to be hard on the senior citizens. My proposal, let's work with the local schools of engineering, USC, Benedict, and Millings Tech. make those as projects. If you're looking at cost savings, fine, but have the professor sign off with your professional licensed engineers. Your biggest cost is going to be heating and air and electricity. The electrical grid there, it needs to be updated. I'm sure there's other parts as well, but I'm focused on Kaufman Road right now. When it comes to revenue, if you upgrade these facilities using those students as projects and let those professionals sign up on it, hire an engineering firm that can do those upgrades. Because the tennis court, I'll go back to it again. I've made a contact with the USTA. I will give that information directly to you. I understand you do have a contact. The funding's there. I don't know where the gap is at. I'm not privy to that information, but hopefully this contact with USTA will get the parks done at Kaufman Road Park. The volleyball. I love Bluff Road, but we've got people coming from out of town using our facilities. Bluff Road and Kaufman should be the same. The swimming pool, I'll continue to do on that. My daughter's 10 years old now. That's been going on 10 years. When will Richland County get an indoor public pool? If we need help from the county council, Ms. Newton, whoever else is on there, Senator Johnson, fine. Okay, I'll be the drum major to do that because we need an indoor pool. I'm tired of our kids going to local parks and local creeks and rivers drowning. And that happens in the Lower Richland neighborhood. When can it done? What needs this process to start? Please let me know. I don't care. I'll start it. But it goes back again. Let's get the firms in there to make sure we make the upgrades. So we do you spend the money up front. That tennis center, you can make revenue, and also you can upgrade to volleyball as well. I've recently visited York County off Cherry Road and Rock Hill. That facility is amazing. It is amazing how much revenue they're bringing in York County and Rock Hill. Why can't we do the same thing? But again, you mentioned $15 million. If we got to go other funding, fine, let's go after whether it's federal or state. We're in the 6th congressional district with Jim Clyburn. This center's named after him. Let's reach out to Mr. Clyburn while he's still in Congress. We got multiple resources. How we get it, I can't do it all by myself. Got to get a group, then we'll have to get it done. It is a shame that I said before, people leave South Carolina to become great. Althea Gibson, one of the greatest players ever lived, does not have anything besides what was done in Charleston County named after her. I don't think Clarendon County has that. Why not name the tennis center at Kaufman Road, the Althea Gibson Tennis Center? One of the greatest tennis players ever lived was a native of this state. Why can't we do it? Now, if we want to get better, then the board's got to move forward. Whatever decision you're going to make for as director, let's get it done. I'm not concerned with the past. I'm concerned with going forward. What decision can we do to move this forward? City, state, federal, it doesn't matter now. It's about precedent and time. My neighbor was a product of this facility. As a little boy, he's 22 years old now. He majored in hospitality management at USC. Now he's going to be a junior trainer for the University of South Carolina. But it all started here in Richland County. We're making progress, and we're making progress with what we're doing. Our senior citizens, we're doing a lot with them. Let's keep those programs going. But again, if we're gonna fund Kaufman, upgrade the tennis facility, the volleyball facility, so we can bring revenue in. I have professors' names at the University of South Carolina and Benedict College and Millings Tech. The new president at the University of South Carolina is an engineer. They understand. They know. Let's get it done. That's all I'm asking.
Thank you, Mr. Durant.
Yes.
And then resurface.
It's been more. Which part? The parking lot?
Kaufman Road, parking lot right there. Come in Kaufman Road there.
Let me see. The last time it was done when Leon Loudon and President at college came out there and did a read tonight. That's the last time it was maintenance. It hadn't been done over about 12 years. It had been 12 years.
Yeah,
My daughter's 16 now. It hadn't been done since then.
It badly needs to be done.
Ask the front end alignment of the cars that drive through there every day.
I wasn't from Columbia, from South Carolina. I drove to that park. I would turn around after I saw those potholes.
Okay. Another thing also I forgot to mention. Richland One is opening their new center right across the street. When they build that, Richland One's going to have their own property, but those kids, where they're going to have to swing at. There's not a swing at that park. I got to go to Meadowfield up the road to go for my kid to swing.
I didn't know, but we did a contract on the resurfacing of Kaufman Road, didn't we? The city was going to do the main road, and then we was going to do the other part, right?
I'm not sure about that. We need to talk to staff regarding that. So,
with all due
Mr.
respect,
Durant,
that contract, that's a patch. That's just asphalt that's put on top, crush and run. That's all it is. That's not resurface.
excuse me. Have you spoke to someone from our staff? Because they have your number, so they need to call you.
I did. And I've been upgraded with some progress. Some progress is good.
Okay.
Progress has been made.
Well, I'm going to refer to the interim director to get with you and discuss these other issues, because I know they're all good issues.
Ms. Williams spoke to me this morning, and I appreciate her time. What
Okay.
she's done. She's made progress.
Okay.
Progress is made.
Well, we're going to
progress.
continue making progress.
Okay. That's what I want to
Continue.
continue to be made. And like I said, let's take advantage of our universities that let these projects be projects for students. That way you keep stuff in the house and you save on the cost.
I agree.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Next representation will be from the South Carolina Kings Foundation, Mr. Russell Dean and Ms. Allison Hewitt.
Good afternoon, Allison Hewitt. In from Tampa, Florida, a couple hours ago. My name is Allison Hewitt, and I am part of the team with the SC Kings Foundation, trying to bring a multi-court sports facility here to Richland County. 8 basketball courts, 16 volleyball courts. I think your team might have provided you a couple of summaries about the project. Our team originally proposed this idea to you on 12/21/2020. And then as we move forward in June 2021, Richland County Recreation Commission announced that they would be building a multi-court sports facility of their own. So with that, Richland County, as well as the state, kind of slowed down talks with us because they felt that Richland County Recreation Commission would be a priority, already having established funding of the state. So we have private sector funders and banks who would like to partner to fund this project, but it's a chicken and egg because they require some type of partnership with a local government entity, be it the Recreation Commission, the county, or the state. And we have sent all this information plus the background information to Mr. Cowling, who has been providing some additional questions and additional documents. And our request here is that once we would work with the staff, that we are able to potentially talk to how we can partner in bringing this multi-court sports facility forward. One of the things that Richland County Commission was struggling with is that they did not have a sports tourism type of incentive program. And so they were looking to have a workshop to decide how Richland County will either partner or fund or incentivize sports tourism. So we have not gotten that date scheduled yet. I think a lot of it is because recreation is under the Recreation Commission. They are encouraging us to have conversations with you. My first presentation, we were shut down and we couldn't get anyone to call us back. And then the commission announced they were doing their own project. And we hope this time that we can continue some conversation and come to either a yay or nay to be able to bring this forward for Richland County.
Thank you. Someone from the staff will have to get to you. I'm not sure about the private partnership. I think that was an issue. So we have to look into that. And we didn't do our sports complex because we didn't have enough funds to complete one.
Well, we are fortunate. We have gotten a couple of approvals. 2 of them have but faded away because we could not show the partnership with the Richland County or with the state. But we have 2 more that have since come forward to like to have additional conversations with us to fund the bulk of the project, but it requires a partnership with a municipal government entity. And that is to give them assurance that the zoning and all the requirements that will be needed to move this forward is accepted and approved by.
Where are you looking at putting your sports center?
We are looking at in some town of Irmo. We are a foundation, so we have invested our funds in making sure we have a strong pro forma to be able to fund this type of project. And we gave them 6 different locations, plus they had 6 additional. And this location was the second one on the list to have the already established infrastructure. So the ramp up time would be little Our first one was, we actually lost that during the wait. They actually sold it. This one is 25 acres off of Bickley Road.
Okay, we'll have to get someone from staff, like I said, to look up private partnership. I don't know if that's allowed or not.
I think that, you know, when COVID hit, we were trying to get money through the American Recovery Act to help us fund the park. I think that if the right presentation is put in front of us, that, you know, we don't have the funds to just go fund a park. I think that we all would love to have a regional sports park, but I think that the state is where the money needs to come from. So, or, you know, or the county, we get our funding from them. So, you know, I think that with the right proposals from you, maybe talking to staff about what you're looking to do. I mean, I think that we're always open to listen, but it really always comes down to one thing, and that's money. So,
One, thank you for opening to listen, because that was our roadblock the first time, was opening to listen. And we definitely agree the bulk of this money we will be funding through the private sector, but the private sector will not give us a final approval until, you are right, the state or the federal or the Richland County. But those entities always referred us back to you to get at least a opinion or a thought or how it works with what you work, because they saw you as a subject matter expert for recreation in Richland County.
I would say that we're always open for anything, to listen to your ideas. And I think what you would need to do is put together a concise idea on what you're really trying to do. But like I said, we don't get the funding. We don't have it in our budget. So it would have to be well thought out. And fellow commissioners would have to all be in agreement too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We had one last public input, Mr. Sean Acton, but he did not show up. So that will be it for public input.
Okay. Did anyone else come in his place that you know of?
No.
Okay. And next we'll have our financial report.
Good evening, Chair Lindsay, members of the Commission Board. I'd like to begin tonight by providing you with an update on the General and Enterprise Fund financials for the period July 1, 2022 through February 28, 2023. Total revenues for the General Fund for the 8-month period were $13.2 million compared to $12.8 million around this time last year. Represents approximately $490,000 increase in revenues, or 3.8% increase. Property tax revenue was the largest driver for the increase. This is mainly due to the timing of the property tax payments. Please keep in mind that the total property tax revenue allocation for fiscal year 23, it did decrease from last year. So we do expect that trend to kind of normalize over the next few months. Program revenue for the 8-month period was $594,000 compared to $529,000 this time last year. That represents a $65,000 increase, or approximately 12%. Parks and rental and recreational revenues were the largest driver for that increase.
What was the second thing you said?
Recreational revenues.
Which is?
That's going to be recreational programming.
Okay.
Yep. General fund expenditures for this period were 9.6 million compared to 9.1 million around this time last year. Represents approximately 5.8% increase or $524,000. The biggest driver for this increase would be fleet expenses. That's related to fuel, fleet repairs, and supply expenses. Also, IT expenses increased, and that's largely due to Kronos licensing and supply increases related to the RecTrack card readers. Enterprise fund revenues for the current period were $673,000 compared to $672,000 this time last year. Represents approximately $319 increase from this time last year. In general, revenue was in line with prior year levels. Total enterprise fund expenditures for this period were $592,000 compared to $826,000. Represents approximately 31.3% decrease or a $271,000 decrease. Capital outlay expense was the largest driver for that decrease, as last year we incurred costs related to the sand trap and roofing repairs. I also had a couple of quick updates in regards to procurement. The pool maintenance contract is set to expire at the end of this month in March. We did advertise a invitation for bid on March 1st with bids due on March 17th. We did receive one bid from Palmetto Pools. They are the current contractor that we utilize for pool maintenance. And the award amount, the proposed award amount was $66.4 thousand. That's annual costs. Because that's under the $100,000 threshold, it does not require board to sign off on that. However, we did want to bring it to your attention just for your information. Second update that I had in regards to procurement is I wanted to announce that we did hire a new procurement manager. He started today. His name is Dwayne Gunn. And he's coming from us from the manufacturing sector. So,
I didn't get his name.
Dwayne Gunn.
Gunn.
Gunn. Yes.
And what is his position?
He's the procurement manager. He's a replacement for Cicely Shaw.
How long has she been gone? How long has Cicely been gone?
Cicely has been gone for she left in July. So it took us a little bit of time to fill that position on a permanent basis. Thank you.
Unfinished business? None. Under new business? I need a motion to accept a waiver of facility fees for the town of Eastover, the Barbecue Jam Festival concert.
Yes, Madam Chair. This event will be held on May 5th, 2023 at Eastover Park. In your packet, you should have the facility application information and their security plan for this year's event.
Did anyone have any questions regarding the Eastover barbecue? Or any objection to giving them a waiver?
We did this last year, right?
Yes, sir.
Very
It was a
successful.
real success.
Mhm.
Is there any changes to it at all?
No, just the
Other than
dates,
the music or something?
just the dates and updated information.
That's perfect. Make a motion or not?
Mhm.
Just accept it.
Make a motion.
We need motion.
Make a motion that we, accept the request for waiver of facility fees for Eastover and the barbecue. Again,
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley, Commissioner Singleton.
Motion has been second and approved. Okay, the next item we have is the policy number 9035 regarding petty cash. This is one of the project things, I believe, for our Tamika. Isn't this one of the issues or items?
Yes, policy 9035 for petty cash. We're requesting that this policy be deleted. This policy is a part of the information in the cash handling policies and procedures that's already in policy 9005, which was approved previously.
Anybody have any questions? Okay, I need a motion to delete this policy, petty cash.
the cash policy.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley, Commissioner Singleton. Motion approved.
Policy has been approved and second. Next, we'll have other business, Tamika Williams, executive report.
So project updates, we have Blythewood Park. We're waiting on the contracts to give us a date to do the repairs for the Blythewood concession stand. At Kaufman Road Park, the concession stand upgrades are completed and we have to do one final cleaning for the concession stand. And for Kelly Mills Sports Complex, we will be fencing off the multipurpose field at the Kelly Mills Sports Complex. The other items, the agency will be updating its strategic plan. This information was it covered the period of 2018 through 2021, even though we extended up until now, we still need to update the strategic plan to reflect the upcoming years. And I would like to announce that the CAPA accreditation information was submitted today.
When are they coming to visit?
I would like to, they will be coming to visit right after Memorial Day, that Tuesday through Friday we are scheduled. And I would like to just extend my thank yous to the entire accreditation team. If I have you here, please stand if you served on the accreditation team.
So that'll be in May. One of the dates in May
Uh,
coming?
After Memorial.
Yeah, we're required by the accreditation to submit our information 10 weeks prior to their visit date. So May 30th through June 2nd. Okay. So we will inform you as we get closer when we are ready to as we talk to the visitors and then have them to come. So right now, the next steps will be for them to initially review our self-assessment, and the information has been given to them for access. They'll be contacting us to let us know that our review pretty much has started. And then when they come on the 30th, that entire week will be our full review. And that completes my report. Again, I just thank you to the staff. It was a long, tedious process through COVID, out of COVID, and now we are at this point where we are ready as an agency, and we look forward to it that week.
Very much. Thank all of the staff members for everything. Next, we'll have Community Relations Manager report.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. Since our last meeting in February, these are some of the events that were hosted at the agency. On February the 27th, we hosted the Black History Museum and Potluck Lunch, and that was held here at the Park Lane Adult Activity Center, and we had over 60 seniors in attendance. On February the 28th, it was declared Rosenwald Day. Organizers from South Carolina and North Carolina gathered at the State House for this occasion. Rosenwald Schools was the first school building for African-American students in the Southern community. So Ms. Brenda McGriff, who's very instrumental in that community, always makes sure that that Rosenwald School is recognized. So she, along with her best friend, former County Councilwoman Joyce Dickerson, made sure that our building, which is located at the Pine Grove Community Center, that was built in 1923, was a part of that celebration. And we thank Ms. Tamika for going out to the State House to represent the agency for that day. Yeah, chair volleyball tournament that was held on March the 2nd. This was a very competitive day for our seniors. We had 6 teams, over 80 people to participate. This was an awesome event. We had seniors from Park Lane Adult Activity Center. I think they had 2 groups. And then at Hyatt Park, they brought a little bit of competition. Our seniors said they really didn't bring too much competition, but they were in attendance. And the Garnets Ferry Adult Activity Center also had 2 teams as well. But they won the bragging rights to say that they were the winners of the volleyball tournament. So kudos to Garnets Ferry and kudos to the awesome staff for hosting this event. Stump Out Hunger charity basketball event was held on March the 11th at North Springs Park. Donations were made to Stump Out Hunger. We had 85 people in attendance, and they partnered with local fraternities to host this event. Great Women of the Hungary was held on March the 14th, and that was at the Gaston Community Center, and over 33 women were in attendance at Gaston. On March the 15th, the agency hosted our service awards at Newcastle Trinum Acres. At the service awards, we recognized our staff, our new hires, and also promotions, and those staff members that received GEM awards. We also recognize service years, anyone that had been with the agency for 10 years, 11 years, 15 years, and even 20 years. And we'd like to say congratulations to our Employee of the Year, Mr. Roger Haskins of Property Management. He was not able to attend the day of the event, but the following day he came in and took a picture in our administrative office. So I want to say congratulations to Roger. He's a very hard worker, so let's give him a round of applause. Okay, on March the 17th, we had seniors and that left Bluff Road Park for the St. Patrick's Day, and they traveled to Savannah, Georgia. It's okay, Quincy. So we have some pictures there, and we'd like to say thank you to our chair, Ms. Donza Lindsay. She joined in that group. So we hope that you had a wonderful experience at the St. Patrick's Day trip in Savannah. On March the 17th, we had a 3-point shootout, and that was held at St. Andrews Park. We had about 10 participants, and we'd like to say congratulations to James Moultrie. He won first place. Our upcoming events in March, this week we'll have the Richland County High School Player of the Year girls basketball here at Park Lane Adult Activity Center. We'll also have the Cottontail Festival on March the 25th, which is this Saturday, at Meadow Lake Park. And on April the 1st, we'll have an Easter extravaganza at Bluff Road Park. And on the 8th, at Polo Road Park, we'll have the second Easter bash at Polo Road Park. And on April the 11th, we'll have an Easter egg hunt at the Gaston Park Community Center. And on April the 15th, we'll have the Jazz Fest at North Springs Park. So if you hadn't gotten your tickets, make sure you do so today. Thank you.
I want to thank the staff of Bluff Road Park. We had a full bus, and I think people were still trying to get on the bus. It was an excellent time. The weather was good, and the seniors, they were just outstanding, and everybody was happy. And we had an excellent bus driver. I didn't get her name, but Henry DeVoe and Ira. What's her first name?
Devereaux, Henry Devereaux.
Ira's last name?
Thomas. Ira Thomas.
Yeah, Ira Thomas. Those were two gentlemen that helped, and they were very, very helpful. And they helped people get on and off the bus and made sure everything was great. So I tell them that's what we used to do. We used to have more trips for seniors, and hopefully in the future, we'll have more senior trips.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I need a motion to go in executive session.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Commissioner Anderson?
Yeah.
Commissioner Lapine?
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey?
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley? Commissioner Singleton? Motion approved. Did she hang up?
I need a motion to come out of executive session.
I'd like a motion to come out of executive session.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine?
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey?
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley? Motion approved.
Approved in second. I need a motion. I need a motion for adjournment.
We need
Madam
an
Chair,
action
we
on
need a-
items for
Sorry.
executive session.
No action was taken in executive session. Sorry. I need a motion for adjournment.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Roll call.
Commissioner Anderson?
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine?
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey?
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley? Motion approved.
Thank everyone for coming again tonight.